Catchin babies. Oh. Season 2.
Hi, and welcome back to Season 2 of Catchin Babies. It's me, your host, Andrea, home birth veteran of 3 beautiful, healthy home births, and obviously home birth advocate. Today we're going to talk about some very interesting ways to find your midwife. So stay tuned and pay very close attention. So you can still receive 20% off of your full year membership with Midwife 101. Midwife 101 is like having a midwife right by your side. It's definitely a tool that you would want if you haven't had a midwife yet and you are interested in that. Midwife 101 is the perfect tool to start. It's got all types of information and resources that are essential to your pregnancy. So just follow the link at the end of this webisode to get the link and the 20% off for Midwife 101. What are you doing? Speaking of midwives, on our last webisode, we started a tradition of giving tips to our viewers about natural birth. For example, last month's webisode was about how to find your natural birth community. And so for this month's webisode, we're going to give you tips on what comes after you found your birth community, which would be how to find your midwife or doula. You've met your birth community and you know exactly what they have to offer and what that group represents. So what you really need to figure out at this point is what type of provider would honor most your birth plan or your birth idea. So whether that be a midwife, whether that be you needing a doula for this birth or seeking out an OBGYN, whatever that is, as long as this provider that you find or that you're searching for has the same ideas behind what type of birth you want. Once you envision, okay, I think that for this pregnancy, I want to go all natural. Take some time for yourself, by yourself. Picture how you want your labor to go. Picture where you see yourself. Envision who you have around you. What setting is it? Picture all those things. Those are very important things for you to make your decision on what birth provider you want. Stop for a second and Google, what is a midwife? That's just very simple. You're going to get the definition of a midwife, what they do. What I mean by a licensed midwife or a CPM, a certified professional midwives. These are midwives who are allowed to work in births in a home setting, in a birthing center setting. If you come across CNM, certified nurse midwife, they are only allowed to work in a hospital setting under the direct care of an OBGYN. When I was looking for my midwife, I was 38 weeks pregnant and it was my first child and I had no idea really what a midwife was. I just knew that midwives did home births. That's all I knew. So when I Googled midwives in Homestead, Florida, like 2 or 3 of them came up and I just called all 3. The second one picked up the call immediately, which is my midwife, Joni, and I said, I want to have a home birth. What do I got to do? Oh, come in first and come see me. So it was the longest appointment that I ever had with the provider that answered all my questions, and I'm like, this is what I feel comfortable with. I immediately knew that she was the one that was going to help me with my home birth. Go out there and meet the midwife, meet the doula, meet the certified nurse midwife, meet the OBGYN. Meet them so you can confidently put together your own birth plan with the right team in place. So we here at Catchin Babies, we went ahead and followed our own tips and took our own advice, and we met with Soul Birthing. Jennifer, an amazing doula and lactation specialist, gave us a chance to interview her one-on-one about what it's like to be a doula in South Florida. Check it out.
Usually I work with about 2 moms per week, depending on if it's for a potential client interview or a postpartum visit or lactation class. I love to network with professionals during the week, like other OBs, midwives, chiropractors, acupuncturists. It's another part of the job that I really enjoy doing. My name is Jennifer Del Sol. I'm a doula and certified lactation educator counselor. I live here in Miami, Florida with my husband, Pedro, my daughter, Cosette, and my dog, Apollo. I went into the hospital planning a completely natural birth, non-medicated, and I ended up in a cesarean. My daughter also ended up in a 5-day NICU stay. I mean, my birth story was tough, and it's a little bit of the reason that got me here. I'm so proud to say that we've overcome them, and we overcame our breastfeeding issues. You know, we overcame everything, and we've come out stronger than ever, both of us, from it. That led me to really want to be an IBCLC so I can support moms with the support that I had. Becoming an IBCLC is a really long journey, so I wanted to get into the birth world right away. I decided about a year after my daughter was born to take a doula training through Doula International. I had an amazing trainer who was one of the ones that helped really fuel my passion for doula work and birth. Most people, when they ask me what a doula is, I tend to say that it's somebody that supports you physically, emotionally, and educationally throughout pregnancy, labor, birth, and the postpartum period. But it's really so much more than that. I like to say that the midwife worries about the waist down and I worry about the waist up. What I do is I help women empower themselves, and I help them ask the right questions. I help them write their story. You know, their birth story is going to be one that's told over and over and over again, and I want them to be proud of that. I think the fear exists a lot because of how women tell their birth story. We've all seen the pushing baby, screaming scenes, and it can look terrifying. And what they don't show are the just as amazing scenes of, you know, women after they deliver their babies, when you see the strength and the courage and the power in their faces. And I think that needs to be played up more in media. To those of you watching, I want you to know that you can have a positive birth experience. You can develop that courage throughout your pregnancy, whether that be with the help of a doula, whether that be with a home birth or a birth center or a hospital birth, midwife, OB. You can do it. You can have the birth that you want. I want to see all these strong women turn into strong mothers because I know you have it in you.
I just love it when she says that the midwives take care of the bottom half and the doulas take care of the top half. That's such a beautiful way to see it, and very true. I really hope you enjoyed it. She was wonderful. But wait, guys, there's more. This month's giveaway is an amazing birth kit from In His Hands Birth Supply. This kit, just look at all the stuff that it has in it. It's amazing. I'm so tempted to keep it for myself and use it, but I've got to give it to you guys. You guys have got to test this stuff out. So, the secret code. Here, I'll move over. It's right here. That's the secret code. That's very important. Jot it down, because it's leaving the screen in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's gone. Now that you've jotted the secret code down, the directions to enter the giveaway will also be in the description box below. You guys are going to enjoy it. It's amazing. In His Hands Birth Supply, we thank you for taking the time out and sending us this wonderful birth package. So stay tuned at the end again for a link to In His Hands website so you can check out not only their basic birthing kit, but other products that they have for you. It's their website is thebomb.com. Like, they should have put In His Hands Birth Supply thebomb.com because they're the bomb. Finally, I'm so excited to share this next story with you guys. The story comes from South Florida. It's a home birth mom. Her name is Jennifer Prime. Her story is it's yet another home birth story that just fuels my energy and my passion behind this whole thing, because her experience is so important, because there's a mom out there probably watching this right now who probably thinks that she can't do it or won't be able to do it, but just by watching the story, you just feel so empowered. You just want to hug her. I mean, she is amazing. Her experience has reminded me that it is possible. It reminds me that moms who have had this experience still have an amazing chance to have the birth that they want. So don't forget to comment below, subscribe so that you can know when their next videos are being posted, and see you next time on Catchin' Babies, guys. Bye!
My name is Jennifer, and I am a realtor in South Florida. I live in Green Acres, and that's me. I have 2 boys and a stepson, so lots of fun in my house. My first birth was a C-section. We tried to have a natural birth. like full-on natural, no pain medication, no induction, no anything. We tried, but he ended up being a C-section. And then I had Tommy as a VBAC at home. And it's not always easy to find somebody who will go ahead and do the VBAC. I went to multiple different offices and they wouldn't do it. They said I had to be another C-section because I had a C-section the first time. Really nervous because I knew what a hospital birth was and the IVs and the, basically sit on the bed and, oh, we'll just push on the medication and, oh, it's okay to have the epidural, even though it dramatically changes your chances of having a natural birth. The recovery period on that is horrible. The way that they just yank your baby from you is just dreadful. I made the mistake of looking up C-sections on the internet and watching that, and like the whole thing did not affect me until I saw them put those, they basically have these metal clamps that they put on the baby's head, they scoop them in and just yank them out, and the thought of that's how my little William was born, after I tried so hard not to be that way, I just didn't want it to happen again. So I was horrified. I was going to end up in another C-section. So basically, I went and I posted something on Facebook because I really had nowhere else to go. I had already exhausted all options for research-wise on finding a midwife. I posted on Facebook just looking for someone to help me with my VBAC. I had a friend posted a link to a friend who had a home birth and was in my area, and she pointed me towards Kalina Hinckley, who was absolutely amazing. That woman came in and took a look at me and was like, yes, you can absolutely do this. Such an encouragement. And it was just wonderful. Like, I would have baby after baby with her. She was great. The big difference was, like, basically with my first, I was stuck in the bed after the epidural. And the second one, I was able to move around. Galena had me moving around. She's like, okay, now you're going to sit here. Now let's stand. Try on the bed. I'll hold up your leg. Okay, why don't you sit on this seat? Give me like a special chair. And she's like, you can hold onto the chair and just push, with everything in you. I love that chair, by the way. Ladies, if you ever have a chance, find out about that chair. Awesome. I got to sit on the roll ball, that ginormous exercise ball, and I constantly moved. And if when one position wasn't working, she'd move me again. You can't do that if you have the epidural. You're just kind of stuck there. All around the world, they're having babies and not needing these extreme C-section procedures. Like, I genuinely want women to have the birth that they are looking for, and for them to know that they can do it. This is what your body was made for. You can do it. I don't want anyone to have to go through the C-section. If that is not what you want, by all means, believe that you can do it and go find it, because the information is out there. There's programs like this that are helping to get the information out. Just keep searching for it. If it doesn't feel right, don't trust it. Keep looking until it does feel right and it makes sense to you. Stand up for yourself. And when you're laboring, you're going to be really tired. Just make sure you find the right person to take care of you and your baby.